Hello and welcome to Careers Unboxed. I'm your host, Peter McGee, and this is the daily show where we explore the job market moves that you should be making in order to build a truly great career. Yes, I am back on the patio, and yes, this is a different pair of sunglasses. They're red this time. So I watched a video yesterday that I really quite liked, and it was very, very short, but it was really good, and it was by Jordan Peterson. The idea that you're asked many times throughout your life, what do you want to be when you grow up? That is not the best way to phrase that question. And not that I would presume to have come up with this idea first, but I've been saying that for years. That phrase, what do you want to be when you grow up, is terribly misguided. It essentially provides the worst foundation for cultivating a great career. And there's a whole bunch of things that are wrong with the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? But I'll pick out a couple and talk about them. So first of all, we use the word what. And you use what when you're picking a thing, when you're picking a salad dressing off the shelf, or when you're picking a new chair. It's a thing that you're picking from a list of other things. And that is not a very constructive way to think about your career, which is an ongoing process. A job is a thing, kind of, but a career certainly is not one. And so to put it in the term of what are you going to pick, it really forces us to decide on a thing, and that is just totally unproductive. The next is, are you going to be? So going to be, that means that we haven't started yet. So what are you going to be when you grow up? When you say, what are you going to be? All that is doing is giving you permission to not think about it until later, right? What are you going to be? And of course, the kicker, grown up. What are you going to be when you are grown up or when you grow up? What does that even mean? I'm 31. Am I grown up? I have no idea. I know people who are in their 50s who don't consider themselves to be grown up. And so this idea that we're picking a thing to be when we grow up, that's putting the burden of career decision making onto some future version of ourselves. And I'm going to spoil this for you. When you grow into whoever that is, it will be way too late. And so it's really a good idea to, rather than think about it as a thing you're picking, think of it as a process that you're currently in. And so if you're in grade 9 and you're thinking, well, what am I going to be when I grow up? Maybe a better way to think about it is, what impact am I having right now? What conversations am I having right now that are exciting? What is keeping me up at night right now? And it doesn't have to be world-changing stuff, but it's important to take a beat on what's actually driving you. If you play Minecraft, great. Minecraft's a fantastic game. I mean, I've never played it, but I understand the appeal. But what is it about Minecraft that appeals to you? And so by just defining that and exploring what territory that gets you into, you're already taking steps towards a successful career. And I would say much more productive steps than you would be if you were just to say, when I grow up, I'm going to be a marine biologist. Okay, great. So what? What about marine biology is appealing to you? What makes you think that the skill set that you have going into it is going to be right for that job? Will that job be the same job in 15 years when you're trained to do it? Probably not.